Hello and welcome everyone to JV's IAS. We are receiving many phone calls and many messages across Telegram and various other social media platforms regarding Prelims 2021. Will Prelims 2021 be postponed or not? This is the question that I'm going to answer in another 2-3 minutes. What are the reasons that UPSC may postpone the prelims? The reasons are quite many. One of the major reasons is this COVID-19. The second thing is election commission has been accused, the way we have seen in the news, that election commission has been accused by Madras High Court that you are responsible for deaths of so many people. And then UP Panchayati Raj elections. As many of you must have seen that in UP Panchayati Raj elections, this lot of teachers have succumbed due to COVID-19. Considering the scenario, last year also, because of COVID-19 wave 1, prelims 2020 was postponed. It was held on August 24. So those at that time the cases were not as many as we are witnessing in the recent few weeks. Delhi especially, and considering the logistical arrangements that are required of UPSC in order to go for your prelims 2021 on the stipulated date, that is 27th June. Considering the logistical things that is required, it is highly unlikely that prelims is going to happen. 2-3 factors are there. If the government is able to vaccinate as many people as it can, as many hospitals are able to have oxygen, other crises that we are facing, then we can say. But considering the vaccine scenario, the promised thing from the government side also, that they may not be able to vaccinate people between 18 and 45, considering everything, it is highly unlikely. Now, another reason is, it has never happened in the history of UPSC also that before the declaration of interview results for UPSC 2020, UPSC would never conduct prelims for 2021, because it is supposed to give chance to equal chance to those who are appearing in 2020 interview. Since the interviews have been postponed, and we are getting information that many of the UPSC board members are also affected with COVID-19, and many of the candidates themselves who are supposed to appear in the interview, they are also they are also suffering, and many of them got their dates postponed. There's some students of mine, they got their interview in the very first fortnight of interview schedule, 27th of April, and she got her interview rescheduled to the month of August, because she was suffering from COVID-19. So if interview is going to happen in the if interviews are going to get delayed by another 2 months, since it is going to be 2 months now, so interviews, conducting of interviews and conclusion of interviews and declaration of UPSC CSE result 2020 is itself going to take another 2-3 months, since the entire interview schedule got delayed. Right now, considering all this, 2 months is highly likely that you prelims would be postponed by another 2 or 2.5 months. So this is there. So if it was supposed to be held in the fag end of June, that is June 2027, June 27 2021, so you can say July and August. September seems to be the likely month, or you can say last week of August or September, though again, there is a disclaimer that UPSC may go ahead depending upon the fact whether the government would be able to vaccinate so many people, so as to rest assured that we may not end up in the COVID 3 wave. Second wave of COVID is already there. Third wave of COVID is already been predicted by the scientific community. So, considering all these aspects, guys, my dear students, you guys are suffering because last 2 months in the journey of a UPSC CSE candidate, last 2 months before prelims, we need to brush up facts from books like Gosheng Leong, from NCERTs. We need to focus on facts. So our approach changes drastically. Had it been 3 months or 4 months, we wouldn't have been meeting here and discussing all this. But the closer you come to prelims, the more the nature of preparation changes. You need to focus on facts, figures, etc. So that is why you can change your strategy considering this fact. And as I was telling you, that since the times are not normal, I was telling you that interview schedule, basically the since interview candidates, those who are going to appear in interview themselves, they would also want to try their chance in the next prelims. So it is highly unlikely that before the declaration of interview results for 2020, UPSC would go ahead with 2021 prelims. Otherwise, those candidates who have appeared in interview and their result is awaited, they would also appear in the prelims, and their chances of clearing prelims are far more than the chances of those candidates who are going to try the prelims for the first time. Right, first timers would be at a disadvantage. If 100 plus candidates who are awaiting their result, if 2300, 2200 candidates who got the interview call, they are going to appear again in the prelims, so the chances of the freshers are going to get reduced in terms of clearing prelims. So that is why it is highly improbable that UPSC would go ahead with conducting the interview before your interview results. UPSC would go ahead with conducting prelims before your results for interview are out. Now, what should be your strategy? First thing first, we are getting a lot of calls, queries on Telegram, sir, how to change the strategy. Yes, many of you belong to small towns. Okay, you would have to travel to your capital of your city or any other district town or any other major town where you can write prelims. UPSC is duly cognizant of all these things. Of course, any responsible body will be duly aware of all these things, especially when bodies like Election Commission of India have been accused of going ahead with elections even as the threats were very high. Threats of COVID-19 second wave were very high. And government's own scientific advisor has predicted the COVID third wave in the month of September, October. The third thing is logistical challenges. Fourth thing I told you is interview results. So all these reasons are highly likely. Because of all these reasons, it is highly likely that prelims would be postponed. Considering all this, we at JVs, we are preparing a schedule for next 3 months, next 2 to 3 months preparation strategy. So those of you who have filled up the form and are now scared as to whether to go ahead with prelims or not, so it is a golden opportunity for them. Of course, times in our country are not not quite good. We are facing, many of you they would have themselves suffered some symptoms, or some family members must be struggling. So we understand everything at JVs, and therefore we are preparing another 65, 70 days, 80 days strategy, 90 days strategy. We are yet in the stage of conceptualizing the same, so that you guys can follow the timetable, the study plan that we would be uploading on our website, jatinverma.org, and you can follow the same and prepare in the same direction by having faith and trust on that strategy that we will be sharing. And be safe. Parallelly, also try to utilize this time as much as possible. Okay, so you have to utilize this time to your advantage. So it's a kind of blessing in disguise for those students who were a bit shaky in terms of their appearing in the prelims 2021. All right, so let's hope that prelims would be postponed, because situation is really not normal to put your health and life into peril by going ahead with the examination, even though still there is 1.5 months. But logistical preparations are required for the government, for the UPSC also, in order to conduct an exam where approximately 4 lakh plus students are going to appear. So this, according to me, is logical also, that it's highly improbable, highly unlikely that prelims would be conducted this year. So I just thought to connect with you guys, since many of you were asking questions on our website, in the chat bot of our website, and then Telegram channels and Facebook. So I thought to connect with all of you over here, and would wish that all of you be safe and your family members all are safe, and try to utilize this time to the maximum extent possible, guys. Okay, कितना पोस्टपोन हो सकता है? तो मैंने ये भी बोला कि 2 महीने कम से कम ये पोस्टपोन हो सकता है, क्योंकि 2 महीने इंटरव्यू कंडक्ट करने में लगेंगे। अभी जो हम देख रहे हैं कि अप्रैल के इंटरव्यूज, अप्रैल 19 से इंटरव्यूज पोस्टपोन्ड हैं, 15 अप्रैल से इंटरव्यूज पोस्टपोन हो गए थे। तो अब लगभग हम 15 मई पे खड़े हैं। तो 1 महीना यूपीएससी को इंटरव्यू करने में जो आगे चाहिए होगा, अगर कल से सिचुएशन नॉर्मल होती है तो, which is highly unlikely, right? So Vaibhav, are you getting my point? So this was all. My best wishes for all of you. Do take care of yourself and your family members, and double masking everything, you would have to take care. Just be safe, guys. That's all. Thank you, guys. Yes, should we start working on the optional strategy, optional ethics and essay? Yes. Another casualty in the process could be the reduction in the time window between prelims and mains. So if prelims is going to get delayed, UPSC is known to stick adamantly to its calendars, annual calendars. If that happens, you can expect that prelims, number of days between prelims and mains might further get reduced. Okay, but there's a bylaw also that there has to be a minimum of, there is an internal rule of UPSC, there has to be a minimum of 3 months gap between prelims and mains. This year already the gap between prelims and mains was already less, 3.5 months, 3 months or so, right? So you should start focusing more on your mains preparation also. So for example, if you were allocating 100% of your time in the last few days to prelims, now you should read re chalk out your strategy in a manner that you are allocating at least 30 to 40% of your time to mains preparation, okay, until further notification or any kind of clarification by UPSC, right? Prelims is going to get postponed. That is what I said. That was the agenda of this session, guys, just to get connected with all of you. For next 2 months, yes, you can say that. For next 2 months, you can focus on your mains preparation, your optional strategy. And as I said, we are uploading a free plan in another 2 3 days on our website, jatinverma.org, so that you can follow that plan and revise the things again and again. Focus on static portion of GS as much as you can. Done, guys? So it was a pleasure connecting you all. I hope now this will douse all the fires and flames that were there regarding the uncertainty around prelims. Of course, I'm taking a huge risk by announcing, by coming out here and telling you guys that prelims may get postponed. Again, a disclaimer is much needed here, but this way I'm sure is going to help you guys to better plan your strategy and to increase your chances. So this is the blessing in disguise, as I said. Now the strategy to be followed is going to be uploaded on our website. As I said, those of you who want to make their own plans, study plans, we are going to upload study plan of another 90 days. Okay, so this is there. Now yearly magazine and other doubts I will be addressing in a separate video. Our JV's yearly magazine are prelims reckoners. You can download the magazine from www.jatinverma.org. We have stopped the delivery of our hard copy of the magazine because of COVID-19, and other books hard copies have also not been dispatched due to the COVID-19 crisis here in Delhi. Right, guys? Now, can UPSC change the syllabus? Rest all these questions I'll answer in some other session. We'll keep on meeting, we'll keep on interacting. Until then, be safe, take care of yourself and your family members, eat good, sleep well, and work out well. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.